Jaedong from WCG, Bisu from SK Telecom. I have got to say, this is going to be awesome. I have no idea who's the favorite here. These guys are both so talented.
Yes, these guys are unbelievable, man. They are
really, really good players.
I can't even get over them. They're so good.
And, you know, speaking of good, definitely check out PJ against Bisu. And PJ against Stork. The game we casted yesterday was one of the best games I had ever casted. Yeah. And I've casted a lot.
Exciting, man. That was one of the most exciting games I heard. He had beaten Bisu there. He'd be in this match right here, most likely.
We were screaming so much in that match that we actually had to leave the convention center for a little bit because we couldn't hear each other. It was so loud here, our voices were so shot.
Yeah. And
talk about an amazing game. Scouting Probe here.
Yeah, and we have the Scouting Overlord as well. They're going to pass by each other. Look at that.
Say hi.
Hey, Overlord. Hi, Probe.
What's up, Probe?
And, you know, Bisu versus Jaedong. This is basically one of the most epic matches you can get. Every time that they meet in anything in Korea, you get so many players. And there are our fellow OGN commentators.
They are great. That guy is awesome.
He is.
He was actually next to us on the plane coming down here. Amazing caster. I actually think out of all the Korean casters, I think he's the best. He's so animated. It's unreal.
He just did Dungeon Fighter for those of you that were desperately awaiting StarCraft.
Yes.
And what an exciting guy that was, man. He made me almost enjoy it just watching it.
Okay, we're going to get the forge up here. The Scouting Probe, as you can see here, trying to delay Jaedong from planting his hatchery. Jaedong, standard play so far. Whoa, almost lost that, actually. He may want to plant a pylon here to continue to delay the expansion.
Yeah, man, but you got to be careful fighting the drone against the probe. Probes are sick. Quicker excel, longer range, and the pylon does go down, but Jaedong already sending over a drone to that pretty standard third base.
Well, this is nice play because when he gets that first zealot out, it's much easier to harass these two locations because they're so far apart. So things are going well for Bisu. He's going to go Forge Nexus Cannon here. You want to get as little cannons as possible, well, as little as you can get away with, I should say.
Yeah.
And what your goal is to tech as fast as possible, and most of the time, get a Stargate.
Yeah, you know, that's going to give him some sort of map reconnaissance and the option, of course, to make Corsairs against any mutilus openings that he might see. Or, you know, if he wants to go maybe Corsair DT, I've never really seen Corsair Reaver done on this map. So
I don't think it's doable at all, really.
I don't think so.
You know, honestly, sometimes I feel like Corsair Reaver is not even an effective strategy nowadays because
it's just so hard, I think, to execute that.
Yeah, reloading
kind of isn't effective, you know?
Yeah, and then on top of that, you know, if you get ensnare, you can just ensnare the group of Corsairs or ensnare the shuttle with the Reavers in it. And because each unit in that build is so valuable, you know, it's pretty hard to pull off. But I mean, there are some maps where I suppose it's doable.
Yeah, and you know, they also have come up with other ways to counter that, such as burrowing Hydras in random spots and just popping them up, sniping that shuttle. And if you lose that, the game's kind of over. So unless we see the return of a map like Andromeda, you know, I don't know if we're going to be seeing that strategy too much ever again. Well,
he's got the Expo up and running. Probes are busy mining. Here's the cybernetic score. So everything is going according to plan for Bisu. Minor interference. Oh my God. There are so many people here.
Unbelievable amount of people, man. This
is the most I've seen yet.
There are 4,600 seats out there, I was told. And you see that there are uncountable people standing. So, I mean, there might be 10,000 people in this convention watching this, which is a lot of people.
And, you know, it's even crazy. There's even more people on the streams right now following this as well. And, you know, this really symbolizes that esports is getting bigger and bigger every year. I mean, look at how China is accepting this. This is a country with, I believe, 1/5 of the world's population.
Something like that.
Something unreal. So, it's not just Korea.
And they're not just fans, man. They are passionate. They are so passionate. Every time that their players are playing, they are cheering the entire way. It's really, you know, it almost brings a tear to my eye to just feel the energy.
Moved, It's just remarkable. We got 8lings moving out here.
That's a standard opening so far.
So far, so good. Spire, again, very normal. He wants to get the Scourge out so that when that Corsair comes out, he can drive it back out. You know, the Corsair is not really just to kill Overlords and defend Beetles. It's also, they're a scout.
Yeah. That's maybe the most important.
Oh, are you serious?
Runs right by there.
Is LZ Gamer in that booth?
I know it, man. Look at that. He goes right for the probes. And, you know, this is, sometimes it works out really well to your advantage. Not every game, though. If he doesn't kill a lot of probes, then, you know, slowing down a little bit of mining, yes. But, ooh, one more Speedlings coming. And Jaedong is actually going for a quick kill here. The Zealots are in the main base. And those Zerglings that are coming down may be able to take out the very small amount of cannons at the expansion.
He's going to be able to pinpoint this expansion. Rushing in there. The Zealots can't keep up. He's going to have to use the probes. He's got to block them from the cannons. So many Zerglings. Probes now being picked up. Jaedong is forced to retreat.
Wow, that was really great play by both players right there. You know, Jaedong, he had this great idea. Bisu so quickly pulled his probes over.
So many people here.
Yeah.
Yeah, unreal play that we don't normally see Jaedong do that. It's an uncharacteristic move. I think he judged the placement of the buildings and thought, well, I'm going to mix it up.
You know, but that kind of harkens back to something that Jaedong first got known for in StarCraft, and that was making just instant decisions and going with them. He never double thinks anything he does. He just saw something that made him think, all right, Speedlings.
Yeah, and he never second guesses himself.
And he just went.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is a valuable skill to have when you are the smartest player.
This player, Jaedong, he is so confident if you talk to him. Yeah. I remember talking to him in Germany last year for the World Finals, and I said, do you ever get nervous in games? And he just looked at me and says, what's the point? He says, no. Wow. He does not get nervous. I understand he gets himself really pumped up before the match. Yep. You have Corsairs. No, we don't have Corsairs there. But he is going to try to take them out here with the Scourge. He did. Nowadays, a lot of Zerg players actually scout with that Scourge. Yeah. So they can punish the Corsair if they see it.
Yeah, it's a very good scout, too. You know, it's so cheap. It's quick. And, you know, it's useful, like you just said. But he does have a few mutas as well. You know, Bisu has not made many Corsairs because of those Scourge flying all over the place. But he does have Templar tech. You gotta be careful, though. Jaedong mutas can absolutely take out Archons.
Jaedong's mutas very scary. I think this was somewhat of a blunder here by him to send that out. Double Dark Templar. He won't have an Archon or High Templar to defend, but he will have the offensive advantage if he can slip them through. Only one cannon. I don't see another cannon.
That's right, but he is getting counterattacked right now by Bisu. He has a couple Dark Templars in there, so he can deal a lot of damage quite quickly. But Bisu's main looks like it may be in very bad trouble.
Unfortunately, it does look like, unfortunately for Bisu, he is going to be held off here. But as you can see, these mutalisks are just shredding up Bisu's main base. This is where the tech is. He could take out the probes. He could take out the Nexus. He could take out the Archive. And if he gets that Archives, by the way, there's almost no way to stop the fluctuation of mutalisks from coming into your base. Yeah. One Archon out.
You know, that Archon is going to have to get lucky. Jaedong is going to have to mess up. But look at this. The counterattack's still going on. Sunken Colony plays well. Plenty of drones and Zerglings. I think that nothing's going to happen here except the loss of his drones.
Well, he is doing some nice harassment here. Bisu keeping his cool. I don't think this harassment's going to pay off in dividends.
No, not at all. You know, he really wanted the mutas to pull back out and maybe go up and defend that base. Didn't happen. Looks like Jaedong is looking for another angle to attack with those mutas. And, you know, another Archon being made by Bisu. But, again, those Archons, it doesn't matter how well you control them. It's up to the Zerg to decide whether they're going to work or not. Yeah, you could try to do a few fakey maneuvers with him, but most of the time it's just not going to work. He did make the best he could with that. There's a Panda Bear guy. Do the best he possibly could in taking out drones, but it's just not enough. What's interesting is he made the second Archon. I don't know if that's a good move because he's going to get... Well, he's trying to flank a little bit, and he knows that one Archon maybe dies a little bit easier. But he does have a couple Corsairs, as long as he doesn't let them get scourged. Oh, very close right there.
Archon looked like he caught that with a baseball glove.
Yes, he did. But, you know, if you have a couple Corsairs with your Archons, it suddenly becomes very good against mutas because they obviously have the ranged attack that can hit those mutas, and you just pull back, and the Archons can one-shot the Scourge. So that combination is quite useful against mutas, and it looks like Jaedong already switched over some lurkers and Hydras.
I was about to say Bisu's going to have to push out of his base. He's already doing that, which is good because a lurker contain can be very deadly on this map. He's going to go up here. Zealot Legs will finish any second now. +1 attack should too.
Well, Chinese girls not quite like Korean girls, not hiding the
They are not hiding their faces like the Koreans. You're absolutely right about that. Okay, here we go. Lurkers are over here. He's going to have to pull back.
I believe no observers out quite yet, so he's not going to be able to really attack anywhere. Maybe just move around the center, see if he can pick off units here and there, get some map control going on.
Looks like Jaedong's pretty well defended. He's going to go for this matchup. He's rushing up there. The PROTOSS forces are returning.
No hesitation whatsoever. He runs right in, taking out some cannons, but, well, these High Templars, look, they're going to be taken out too, and that is actually really good. That's what the mutas are for anyways.
Unbelievable. He could actually take out the Nexus here if he target fires it. Bisu not turning around. Jaedong getting more and more of an advantage. Legs have finished. Leg upgrade is finished. But at the same time, there's no way he's going to get in there. So many probes being picked apart. It's a while before Bisu can get another base.
Yeah, man, he is actually in some rough shape right now. Jaedong is not taking too much damage. Those lurkers were just perfectly defending. And Bisu, you know, right there, he was not very decisive. He went in and out of that bridge a couple times.
Yeah.
Got extra damage on his units. You know, I don't know if maybe his attention was split too much, but that is not characteristic of him.
Well, one problem for PROTOSS in this matchup is once you start to get behind, it can snowball out of control. And I think that's what we're seeing here with Bisu. While he is maintaining equanimity, I don't know if he's actually going to recover. All right, he needs to get away from that. Zealot's very weak against lurkers unless they can surround them.
Yeah, man, and he's got those so damaged already by running through lurkers a few times, by getting hit by mutas here and there, and Jaedong just pushing through.
This could be it. Bisu's going to have to defend perfectly. These lurkers, we don't see any observers out here just yet. They're getting closer and closer to that Nexus.
Wow, he's taking so much damage. Those High Templars, they are pretty new. I don't know if they have enough energy for Storm quite yet, but even if they do, the lurkers are going to be too many. Finally, the observer comes out, but his army already gone.
He's going to go take out the Overlord. He doesn't want to let that observer get spotted. Overlord is gone. The observer's safe, but it doesn't matter. GG.